So for today's tutorial, you're going to need white yarn, I'm using DK yarn, a 3mm hook, going to want some black thread and something to weave your ends in. I can never remember what these are called whenever I do my tutorial videos. A stitch marker, and you are of course going to need stuffing. We are making a snowball for kids to throw at each other. So let's get started, shall we? So we're going to start by making a magic ring. And to do this, we're going to wrap the yarn around our fingers 3 times. We're going to get our hook and we're going to go under the second loop, hook the third loop and pull through like so. And then what we're going to do is we're going to chain 1. Now to start with, we're going to do 6 single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to pull our loop tight. Next, we're going to do an increase in each stitch. So first, we're going to single crochet into the first stitch. 1. Get our stitch marker and just mark that stitch so we know that's the start of the round. So now we're going to do another single crochet into the same stitch. 2. 2 in the next stitch. 3, 4, 2 in the next stitch. 5, 6, 2 in the next stitch. 7, 8, 2 in the next stitch. 9, 9, 10, and 2 in the last stitch. 11, 12. So you have 12 single crochet now. Now for the next round, we're going to do 1 single crochet, then increase. So remove our stitch marker, 1 single crochet, and then we're going to increase in the next stitch. So we're going to do 2 single crochet in the next stitch. 2, 3, 1 single crochet in the next stitch. 4, 2 single crochet in the next stitch. 5, 6, and you're going to do that across the round until you have 18 single crochet. So come back when you have finished this round. Now you should have 18 single crochet. Next we're going to do 2 single crochet, then an increase. So we're going to remove our stitch marker, 1 single crochet, place our stitch marker back, 2 single crochet, and then we're going to increase. So we're going to do 2 single crochet in the same stitch, 3 single crochet, 4 single crochet. Okay, 1 single crochet, that's 5, another single crochet, 6, 2 in the next one, 7, 8. You're going to do that all around until you have 24 single crochet. You should now have 24 single crochet. So now we're going to increase again. So we're going to be doing 3 single crochet and then an increase. So remove your stitch marker, insert your hook, do 1 single crochet, replace your stitch marker, without dropping it like I just did. And now we're going to do 2 more single crochet. So 2 and 1 in the next stitch, 3, and now we're going to do 2 single crochet in the same stitch, 4, 5, and again 3 single crochet, so 1 single crochet in next stitch, 1 single crochet in the next stitch, 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and then 2 single crochet in the same stitch. I'm going to do that all the way around until you have 30 single crochet. So you should now have 30 single crochet, and now what we're going to do is we're going to just single crochet across the row. We're going to do that for round 6, 7, 8 and 9. So remove your stitch marker and just do your first single crochet, replace your stitch marker, and we're just going to do a round of normal single crochet. And there you go. So now we are going to do 3 more rounds, just like that, normal single crochet all across the row. When you've done that, come back and we'll move on to the next step. So now you should have your 4 rows of just single crochet. Next up, we're going to do 3 single crochet and then a decrease. So remove your stitch marker, do your first stitch, 1, replace your stitch marker, 2, 3. Now we're going to decrease. So we're going to insert a hook, yarn over, pull through, insert a hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. We're going to do 3 more, so 5, 6, 7, Again, we're going to decrease. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. Insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through. Yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. So we're going to do that across round until we get back to our stitch marker. When you've done that, come back and we'll work on the next round. You should now have 24 single crochet. So on the next round, we're going to do 2 single crochet, decrease. So again, remove your stitch marker. We're going to do 1 single crochet, replace our stitch marker, and now we're going to do another single crochet and then a decrease. Another single crochet, another single crochet, and then decrease. We're going to do that across the row, across round until we're back at our stitch marker. So when you've done that, come back and we'll work on the next day, the next round. You should now have 18 single crochet. So again, we are going to decrease, but what we're going to do is we're going to do 1 single crochet and then a decrease. So remove your stitch marker, do 1 single crochet, place your stitch marker back, and then we're going to decrease. One single crochet, decrease. I'm going to do that across round until we have 12 single crochet left. When you've done that, come back and we'll work on the next step. So you should now have 12 single crochet. Now what we're going to do is we're going to remove our stitch marker. I'm going to place it in the stitch just to hold our place so that we don't lose any of our stitches, because we've got to stuff it with stuffing. So that's our next job. And you want it nice and firm, so you're going to want to put plenty of stuffing in. And now that we have stuffed our snowball, we are now going to decrease in each stitch until we have 6 stitches remaining. So decrease in the first stitch, 1, replace your stitch marker so you know where the start of the row is, decrease the next stitch, 2, decrease in the next stitch, decrease in the next stitch. If I skipped a stitch, I did. And 6. Right, and now we're going to cut our yarn, or in my case, I'm going to break it. Cut your yarn and pull through. Remove your stitch marker, and now we're going to want our little needle for sewing. we're going to sew the stitches together. So like so. And then give it a little knot so that it doesn't come loose. And then through the top, place your needle. You want it to go all the way through to your magic ring at the bottom. Like so. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut our yarn at the bottom. Just stretch it out. So we've got no ends. And they have a little snowball. Now what you can do is you can sew on a cute little face using black yarn and a sewing needle. I like to do that. Or you can just keep it as it is, as a teeny tiny small little snowball. It's entirely your choice, but I love these because they're ideal for my toddler to hold and throw. So